Beloved viewers, welcome back to Dungeons and Dingnuts. It has been far too long since we have been in our primary campaign here. And here we are. All of us, the whole gang is here. We're ready to not rob libraries and to, primarily that.
A request from the DM. Now that Q's here, it probably won't happen.
Yeah. If you don't understand, there was a whole thing off cameras that happened about a library that will not happen this time.
Alternative timeline.
Bag of holding.
Oh.
There was a lot of stuff that happened off screen that is being retconned today.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But that's not relevant for any of y'all.
Yeah.
Alright, so. Recap.
Wait a second.
What?
We have an ad.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
The danger of new challenges appear. Yes, we have an advertisement, which I realized we could have been doing this from the beginning, because the advertisement comes from the platform which I use to promote the podcast, which is Spotify for podcasters. Literally has all the tools that you need to make a podcast itself. So you can just upload your audio, or if you want to be fancy, you can upload a video to it as well. So you can have a video podcast on Spotify. It's completely free, no charges, no catches whatsoever. And you can add stuff like this that we're doing here. I have an advertisement, place it in there. It makes podcasts so easy. It originally was called Anchor, and that's what me and Reggie used. May he rest in peace. Reggie.
He's not dead, he's just not with us.
He's just gone.
I don't know Reggie.
I don't know Reggie.
We're Mona Silent.
Mona's is over.
Okay.
But that's what we used to begin with, and it has helped a lot. It also has its own audio stuff, so it has music in there. It's generic, but it's good to help you get started. It also has a ton of videos of helping you up your game to let you know how to get more subscribers, how to increase the listen retention rate of your videos. It has a bunch of neat tips and tricks to make your podcast go from 0 to hero. So if you want to make your own podcast, check out Spotify for Podcasters on the App Store or the Google Play Store, or you can check it out online at the same website name. So if you want to make your own podcast like we have here, then go Spotify for Podcasters.com. We have an ad, guys!
Wow! I really actually want to make
finally made it,
guys.
guys.
Finally did
Hey, and you know that it's actually a good thing that we should be encouraging, because we use it ourselves.
Exactly.
And that's not from Skillshare.
Next step from Square.
NordVPN.
Wait, I'm sponsored.
Range Shadow.
We're getting there, guys. We'll get those ads.
All right.
Back to the review.
All right, so yeah, recap for real now. Okay, so last time, Venora has been wreaking havoc in Elistine for quite a while now. But our players finally get smart. They stop trying to fight against her and instead try to stop running around and going in circles following her random goose chases and start trying to think about what she's going for, what her goals are, and successfully encounter her and confront her in a place where she can't run. They fight, defeat her, capture her, and moments before she is finished off by Burning Whisper, Kiwaskivi steps in to stop her from dying.
Whoa.
There is...
Wait, man, you cut off her leg, dude.
I did kill her though.
Yeah, that's why I stepped in.
No, I walked away.
Because he stepped in.
No, because I walked away.
Agree to disagree.
We're just going to deny Burning Whisper's murder's intent. Okay.
Oh, it was there, I just...
Okay, moving on back to the
continuing
on the recap. We get the city starts going back to normal. The Lady Mayor, after being mind manipulated for so long, is no longer in condition to be ruling the city, and so is taking a leave of absence, at which point your friend, the captain of the guard, Bandon, is stepping in to help with the administration for a little while. Sylph is no longer critically injured, and Mr. B is alive.
Yes.
And that is where we're going to pick up. You guys are basically in the debrief room after having taken care of all the things. Q walks out after having a conversation with Venora. What would you guys like to do?
Q Skeevy. What did she say in there?
frick. I think I remember.
I also gave her a glass of wine. Don't forget that. Yeah, very fine.
That's very fine. That was
stole
stole
from the castle.
Nice. It was fine.
That was awesome.
Anyways, she is confused.
I'm still down at the bar.
Did
right?
she-
Confused about what? She seemed very not confused about trying to kill us.
Well, she's confused now.
What did you do?
If I'm being honest, I'm confused myself. But I saved her life, I believe.
Interesting. Okay. Then you have the question. Go for it.
No, yeah, that was mainly my question of, I mean, what did she say? Did she mention anything that could help us figure out if there's anything next? I don't know.
Would you like to roll a history check to get DM tips?
Oh my man.
It's a 7.
7.
You
have advantage because of like personal history that literally just happened.
Sure. Why are you using metal dice? Metal dice never roll good.
Yeah, they do. Watch this.
That's a 19.
That's 19.
Wow, okay, I stand corrected. Forgive me, dice angels, I guess. Alright. So,
The dice gods are upon us.
Sorry.
sacrilegious dice angels.
I am.
But yes, you remember, thinking back to your conversation with Venora, which unfortunately in real lifetime was over a month ago. You talked with Venora about the worth of a life. That's right. You also, and she did mention a couple of things that could be useful to you. One, she mentioned that since she has failed, she will likely be on the bad list for her previous employers. The fact that she
Kind of ruined her reputation.
failed, and that's pretty serious offense for her employer.
Mm-hmm.
And also because she may not know exactly what she knows, but she might know things that.
Wait, so it was a month ago?
A month plus, yeah.
I really took a leave of absence, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but continue back at no more off time now. So yeah, in one last relevant thing.
Oh, I thought you meant in game.
No.
I was like, what happened? Okay.
The whole library.
All right.
The library.
All
Not
right.
the library.
Okay, so the last thing her employer was Gabriel, and he hired her to kill the ambassador, the mayor, and if possible, completely, and just like in general, those two things are a goal to throw LC into complete conflict and get a war going on between Dragonlord and Sailor and the organization.
I relay this information. Oh, also, in addition to being confused. Gideon or Gabriel?
Gabriel.
Gabriel, okay.
Did I say Gideon?
No, you
I
said
don't
it.
remember.
Gabriel was her employer.
That makes sense.
She was hired to kill the leaders here to start.
Well, war definitely would have caused a riot. I don't know
Nothing else.
what his plan is. Interesting. Well, as much as I'd love to find out more from her, I'm tired, beaten, and bruised, and I cannot find Burning Whisper. So I think we call it a night and rest.
Where are we supposed to go talk with Mr. B?
Mr. B is currently in a meeting with Bandit.
Yes. We shall.
I can agree with this.
I hurt. Yeah, sorry to kind of let you out there, buddy.
It's okay.
Just gonna start walk and talk down towards the tavern.
Yes. I will walk back, taking little sips of what I consider grape juice.
Very fun.
You want to get some actual grape juice? Diego could give you some.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. Alright, so you head back to the tavern. As you are heading out, A servant is going to run up to you. They're dressed in a messenger's uniform and going to hold out a note to Flynn, I believe.
Isn't a little late for messages?
I just deliver the messages like I'm hired. Have a great day. And gonna run off.
I really want to have sleep tonight. I'm just gonna put it in my bag. At the moment, just I just want to sleep. I know if I read that thing, it's gonna keep me up all night.
All right. Well, in that case, without reading the urgent note, you head down to the tavern, or not urgent. It didn't say it was urgent, but without reading the note, you head down to the tavern and get a good night's sleep. You all take a long rest. Yes?
I still go back to the boat and sleep there, but after hearing his information, I'm just gonna lie there in bed and just, gosh dang it, to get up and make my way towards the prison cell to Venora.
Which I am still there, if you recall. I was wanting to stay there sentry over, making sure that nothing happens.
Cool. And until you officially turn her over to the authorities, she is considered to be under your jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
So you will have to do that at some point.
I know. I do plan to do that.
All right, today. All right. So Flynn, you go up and you sit before Q sees you. You see him down the hall over there.
Does this guy ever sleep? Gosh.
He does look like he's kind of nodding off. Like his head is kind of tilted down in a chair.
I'm gonna look over to my right, like, Finn, check out if he's actually asleep.
All right. So is Finn? So would you like to give Finn more instructions, or would you like me to chew on it?
I need to give him specific instructions.
What are you going to tell him?
Finn, go check if he's asleep, but don't wake him up. Just don't do anything that would let him know that you were there. Got it, buddy?
Got it.
Don't steal anything.
Don't got it. What can I do?
Don't got it. What? Just check his pulse. Or not check his pulse. That would be
okay. He runs off and straight down the hall as soon as you say check his pulse.
Just gonna walk there.
Finn runs up and then immediately encounters a problem. Heavy armor is not easy to get a pulse under. So, Q, I don't know if you're asleep or not, but if you were not, you notice this. You just see Finn the monkey run up, look at you, considering, and then he's gonna climb up your chair and go straight for start crawling on your shoulder cautiously and reach out for your neck.
Steel. It's iron right there.
He reaches out just
and Q makes no moves.
Telepathic communication. Yeah, he doesn't have a pulse. I think he's dead, so he's not watching anymore.
Okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Just gonna walk up towards it. I'm just gonna try to listen to him. I've been hearing like breathing on it, just signs of life.
There's no breathing sounds coming from you, and which you realize is normal. You don't really ever hear me breathing. I have a very good ventilation system. Like that's out of that.
Okay, I think he's fine. I hope he's fine. Finn, stay with him, please. I'm gonna go inside. Let me know if it gets worse. I'm just gonna head inside.
All right. So we'll cut to what happens later.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate my monkey.
You should never have given me. You should never have, the way you played it in the beginning. I've taken that and run with it, and I will continue to do so. All right. So, you enter the room. As you do, Venora is still handcuffed and sitting on a chair, and there, she appears to have fallen asleep on the table.
Just gonna.
Oh, one last note about this. I'm Q. Have you done anything to try to confiscate all of her gear and such?
Didn't we do that right as we cuffed her?
Yes, you said that you did, but what did you do? I want to hear specifics now because this could be extremely relevant.
Pat her down and take anything that might feel like pokey.
All right, cool.
Or
you have
not
taken
human.
Okay, roll a search check for me.
Perception? Okay. Perception is a dirty 20.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Alright, I'm just gonna... Yeah, just gonna give it like a light tap. Nothing to like shock her awake, but just a gentle, like, hey.
As soon as you do, like, she's going like jerk awake and like make a grab for your wrist.
I'm coming here on friendly terms. Just holding up a cup of the wine. I came to talk.
She releases your wrist and like leans back.
She's not cuffed.
Actually, yeah, you notice that immediately. She is no longer cuffed. It looked like she was, but she is not.
That's
why
exciting.
I'm staying here, guys.
That's
She's still in the room.
just. So I see chains don't hold you down.
What do you want?
I'm sorry about the leg. It's not fun losing a limb.
She eyes your arm in an eye and is gonna say, did you ever really recover to be back to normal?
Not really, no. It still feels off every now and then. But it's the best you can do with replacements. Never because the original, but you make do.
Alright, what do you want?
My friend said that Gabriel won't be happy about you returning back empty-handed. What exactly is his plan?
I couldn't tell you a whole lot. He wants a war between the two major powers over here. He wants to help Yabel's forces move further through the Dragon Sea. Take out the current Dragon Lord up here.
Do you know where he's going to be next?
Gabriel has been staying mostly in Austral for a while, down south of the Dragon Sea. I don't know if you've ever visited down there. I wouldn't particularly recommend it for your sword. Not rough enough. But
Tango.
The fact that you said tango.
I got tango with him.
I don't know who else he has sent, but I know he has sent others to do other things. He's working for Yabel right now. He's the leader of his fleet, and because of that, has to help further his goals.
And why did he give you so much information about me and the others? How does he even know I'm still alive?
He doesn't know you're alive. I found that out myself.
And have you reported it to him?
No, I didn't have any chances to send any communications back. I was going to right after the party, but looks down and gestures at the room around here.
And would sending that information put you in good graces with him, or would that just sentence you to death?
Probably not. He probably doesn't even care that you're. He probably would barely even care that you're alive.
Yeah.
Prefers it if his victims stay alive. Though, just going to point out your arm and eye. Those two might annoy him.
Well, I mean, I annoyed you, so I hope I can annoy him too. It's a working charm.
Why didn't you insist on killing me?
As much of a pain that you've been, I'd rather not end someone's life early.
So you're gonna just turn me over to the authorities, or you're gonna just toss me over the edge anyway?
I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
Probably a good decision.
But I also don't want you to lose more than you're ready to lose to Gabriel.
Anything else that you want to ask them? Because if not, I'd like to die with the full nights of sleep.
Who says you have to die?
I think that the death sentence in organization-held territories would probably account for that.
Well, currently, if my memory serves me right, it's only been a few hours. We hold the rights for your arrest. So you're technically in our custody.
And if you try to get me out, bring me out of organization territory, you'll be considered harboring a fugitive. Besides, like you said, why on earth would you trust me further than you can throw me? And sorry, smart boy, but those skinny arms aren't going to toss me very far.
I'm not intending to toss you. But maybe Q can toss you.
When you mentioned Q, she's just gonna seem to zone out for a moment. That's about it. Then back in for a moment. So I said, "Is there anything else that you want to know?"
If you were given a second chance, a chance to be better, would you take it?
What is it with you guys in asking that question? Big guy asked it.
I don't know, I guess it's just... second chances are nice. Maybe not for everyone, but it's worth giving a shot.
And so you think 2 pep talks is enough to turn around a lifetime of choosing to end lives to the highest bidder?
Honestly, I didn't know he gave you a pep talk beforehand, so didn't know 2 was going to do the job.
I have nowhere to go. I'm going to die either by the law's hands or by Gabriel's at some point soon. I appreciate the concern. And when she says that, it's that you feel like you hear a slight tone of mockery in it, but but at the same time, you suddenly start getting a feeling that what she's saying is 100% true. You don't get it from anything that she's showing. She appears to be putting on the best performance of mockery of you that you can see, but something tells you that that is nothing more than just that performance.
Well, if you do have a second thought about it, you might know where to find us then. And then I'm just gonna leave out and just... Also, don't try to escape. Please. Just leave.
Alright. Before you leave, meanwhile, while you're standing outside, where do you keep your valuables?
Gosh dang it, Finn. My mental focus isn't there.
Probably, the values mean coins? Probably, I assume.
Anything valuable.
I've got my maul on my back.
Something that a monkey could carry.
So not the maul, or my shield, or my hammer, or anything that's actually valuable. Maybe some gold coins, which I think I had 9. Or 8, or 7. I don't have much.
Alright, Finn is going to try to find them and steal them. Are you awake and noticing, or...
As he moves towards it, I am just going to grab him. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to hold him in place. And then slowly release him onto my leg. And then put my hand back and resume my position.
Alright, in that case, Flynn, as you come out, you see Finn sitting very calmly and well-behavedly on Q's leg. You've never seen him so well-behaved.
I guess my pep talk did do the job. Feeling good. Just with seeing that, thinking that he did it, he's going to pull out of the bag. He's I think I can read that letter now.
Alright. Alright, you open the letter and you see you see Captain Flynn. Thank you for your assistance tonight. I apologize that I'm not able to attend you and your friends tonight. I hope that I will be able to see you tomorrow to be able to discuss why it is that I gathered you together, Mr. B.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. tuck it in and head to bed.
All right, cool. Head to bed. Everyone take a long rest. Restore all your hit points.
Yes. An hour? Can I try and work with any Alexandrite that I have to make some earrings?
Where you do not currently have any. Where are you going to get it? Actually, wait. How are you looking for Alexandrite? I don't remember you acquiring any.
I was... Well... Never mind. I can do it the next day.
How are you? Just tell me what you're doing. Describe to me because you may be able to get some.
I'm going to look for patrons that might have any sort of Alexandrite jewelry.
All right. You do not find any. The patrons fall out.
Yeah. I'll do it when I can actually acquire some.
All right.
Legal way. The legal way.
All right. Sweet. All right. You wake up, long rest. What would you guys like to do now? You're all at the tavern. Diego and Maya's tavern.
So I can get rid of all my gold.
I woke up after doing my morning stretches and I pulled up to the tavern.
I think Q will still be at the... Yeah, you...
Alright, you are outside of Venora's cell. We will get to you in a moment.
Yeah.
What do you three want to do?
Like,
A good breakfast.
dude. Learning Whisper. Where were you last night?
Well, I was here. Drinking juice.
What kind of juice?
Diego comes out with
special.
Diego comes out with like 3 trays, like places them out in front of you. It looks incredible, like a huge breakfast hash. It looks like the eggs were like cooked with the bacon, so like they're full of the grease. It's so unhealthy, but so good.
I mean, there's worse things.
There are worse things, but not much for your arteries. He's going to put them out. He's going puts out drinks in front of you. It's orange juice
Just start pulling out the gold person. Just how much is this, Diego?
on the house. Then he's just gonna put the plates out, grab the trays, and go back in and get her cooking some more.
I just kind of ignore what happens and just start loading up a lot of food and just start chowing.
You're going to do the same thing.
Don't forget, you did save Sealy last session. He's grateful.
That's fair.
Just gonna. So, last night there was a messenger came by, gave me a letter.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's from Mr. B. Wants to meet us. Wants to talk about some things, I guess.
As you're discussing, a living bush walks up and just drapes itself over Flint's shoulders for no reason.
It's like that culture, just
There's a spider under your hood.
It's just a bush.
it's just a bush. Oh, just gonna look around for Sealy.
Sealy is under the table.
Hi.
Her little wolf ears perk up like, hi.
This one yours.
A little bronze floating village is just going to be
Alright, back to relevant business.
This is relevant.
Wholesome moments is great.
Alrighty.
It's like, oh, also, besides that, I figured something out, guys. The boat. It folds.
What?
Pulls out a little box. It just looks
This
like
is
a
the
wood box.
boat.
No, it's not.
Give it to me!
No! Cougar, your curiosity will get us killed.
Hell, I mean, if the Greater was smart, they'd put some sort of safety system on it, right?
It will open on a certain word of which I know.
So
Can you tell
then
me?
No! Okay, fine, no, I'm putting this away.
why
Wrinkles
can't you
Mr.
hold
B.
it then? No, it's fine.
Keep that cube.
Put it in my bag and just hold tight to it.
Alright, responsible adult. What are you doing?
I'm waiting for Venora to wake up, the sound when first started to do the stuff. And also waiting, I'm hoping that maybe they'll come as well, because, they know where we are. Well, he doesn't. They know where we are, and, they know this is probably a pressing matter of, the fact that I have a prisoner who probably we shouldn't walk around outside because she's really dangerous unless we're, taking the guards or something,
Alright, cool. So,
Anyone cast chaos?
you're just chilling then.
That's a fifth of the spell we can't do.
I know.
Nice.
Guys, that's
It's pronounced weird. Yes. All right, cool. So
I would go to
children now, apparently, since we're now distinguishing this way.
You all are short.
The monkey, by the way, is on your shoulder right now.
Okay. I have the most hair, probably.
But can you get down from there and go tell Q Stevie we're going to Mr. B?
Okay. Runs off.
I
Don't steal anything.
He is no longer in the room.
Just mentally, just don't steal anything.
I don't think your monkey.
You hear a laughing sound. What? That's exactly what you hear.
Just,
I wonder what he'll find this time.
I am scared.
Fine, with very large quotation marks.
I'm scared of what he finds.
I look forward to the day that I get you guys in trouble by having the monkey steal something important.
Be a good day.
He comes back with the Declaration of
Comes back with a dragon tooth. There's still blood on the end of it.
Oh yeah, that's kind of.
Okay.
No, he doesn't actually do that, but that would be funny. Okay, cool.
Just gonna take the food, keep eating it, and then as soon as these two are done, head up to Mr. B's and where Q is.
Alright, so you guys head on up. Q, after a little while, Finn shows up. He has some very pretty earrings in his ears that you do not remember him owning. And in his ears, I mean they're stuffed into his ears. They're not hanging, he stuffed them into his ears.
I'm gonna lean towards him. I do not believe that's how you wear those.
Hmm?
Never mind. What is it?
Flint, say they're coming.
Excellent. I saw the waiting.
The monkey has talked in front of you and you before, but not
Never.
you.
No. That is not what Flint said. Uh-oh!
I
Is
shall
that
wait.
not what he said?
He said we're going to see Mr. B.
Well, Finn got distracted.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, shoot.
It's fine.
It's fine. Maybe they'll find me somehow.
Oh, also, big fun artificer guy is going to see you guys this morning.
Where?
Mm-hmm.
I did not.
That does not prove very useful. But I appreciate you telling me.
I would go to the prison first to check in on Q.
Alright, cool. You guys arrive and find Q at the prison.
Okay. We're going to.
You first, when you see him, he's sitting in that position again. But when he sees you guys enter, he sits up.
You can just.
He's not dead.
You haven't spent much time around Q, have you?
No, it's been 3 days.
Finn runs over towards you and puts something in your bag of holding.
What?
I'm
Why
going
am I the one getting framed for all of this?
He's been doing this for days!
Can I reach in and try and guess what he just put in there?
It looked like two shiny silver looking things. You reach in and pull it out and it's a pair of silver earrings.
Are there any jewels?
There are no.
I thought maybe I had a stroke of luck.
No, not
No,
yet.
he didn't steal the exact thing that you want.
I'm gonna lean over and I'm gonna say, Finn, next time you steal something, make sure it has some sort of gemstone on it. Just don't get caught! And I didn't tell you that.
If you have a roll a stealth check for doing that secretly.
Have you heard any news from Venora?
With disadvantage because you're leaning over to talk to a
She's
monkey.
in silence. Most of
It's
the
not much worse.
Okay. Is she still in
Oh,
there?
I had disadvantage
Yes.
on stealth anyway.
That's good.
Double disadvantage.
She's
15.
the stealthy one.
Indeed, she is. That's why he's sitting in front of the door. Not blocking it, but facing.
Close enough. Yeah. Okay, I see.
Alright. You have seen nor heard any sign of Nora all night. Except for his visit.
And she's gone.
I open the door. I knock and then open the door.
Alright. Venora is sitting at the chair. She appears to be handcuffed.
I want to look and see if the cup I left there is still there or if there's shards.
It's still there.
Okay. Just good morning, Venora.
Morning.
Did you make any comment about her handcuffs last night?
To you?
No, at all. Okay. Just double check. I'm gonna say.
He did say like that chains don't hold you.
Yeah.
So I am gonna check them real quick.
She's definitely faking them being on.
I'm just gonna kind of like stare at her for a few seconds. If you wouldn't mind, at least for that.
I don't even enter this room. I'm still just standing outside somewhere.
All right, cool. You're standing outside of it.
And I'm gonna take her out by the arm, not like painfully, but not like gently, like just enough that I'm making sure she ain't going anywhere.
All right, she is cooperating for now.
Okay. But I'll hold her nicely.
All right, cool. Where are you going?
Where is Mr. B meeting us?
1 second. Scanning the letter.
Does not say.
You know, it says we should meet him over at the office. That's where he is.
Which office?
Inside
Is he referring to the... How obvious is it that he's capping?
Well, let's roll deception check. If he rolls too high, you guys don't even get a roll insight.
I'm not that great at deception.
You have decent charisma.
I have decent charisma, but Flynn does not like to lie that much. 13.
Alright, you may roll an insight check if you wish.
Oh, I rolled that one.
He's telling the truth.
I rolled a nat 2.
What do I roll? An investigation for that?
No, insights.
Oh, insight. No. I got a 14.
Barely.
Alright.
Burning Whisper's like... The Burning Whisper, you feel like he's sus.
I'm just gonna not say anything.
Alright, cool. You two are utterly convinced.
Yeah, just at the guard office is where you should be.
Which guard office?
This is where I just peer into your eyes.
I'm just gonna
Just kind of look away.
look back and just like don't, just like my eyes are saying, don't say anything.
Finn, sensing your anxiety, is going to jump up on Burning Whisper's sword and start like playing with it. He's getting awfully close to the actual hilt and touching it.
I was just about to ask.
He's like the guard office. Why are you asking so many questions? Just go. I have the letter, okay? You're just gonna start walking.
Let us be off.
Alright, you are off. Where are you going?
To the guard post.
Alright, you head to the guard post where you got the information about the bounties and all that stuff. There are some new postings up. You only note that vaguely as you're walking. What you note is that there seem to be an awful lot of piracy things right now. But yeah, that's about it.
Where is Bandit?
Secretary is going to look up at you and is going to say, "Pardon?"
Bandit. Where is he?
He is upstairs in his office, taking care of the garrison and city business.
I would like to speak with him immediately.
Lets out a big sigh, puts down her quill and book, and she's going to stand up with none too hurriedly, and she's going to walk behind her desk and then up some stairs. After a minute, she's going to come back down. She's going to say, "He's waiting for you. Up 2 flights, door straight ahead, and then to your left."
Does she notice the prisoner I'm carrying here?
She does. She behaved exactly like this when you went to ask information about bounties also.
Man. Anyways, we go. I guess.
I'm at my job, doesn't mean I have to like it.
They'll be paying me enough for this.
I'm in the back. He's always
Don't pay me enough to
staring
do
at
work.
me.
Understandable. We go up to the bandit's room.
Alright, you go up to Bandon's office, knock on the door. You hear, "Come in!" Alright, you walk in. Bandon is sitting in a veritable maze of paperwork. Like it looks like an actual maze. And just like, he's at the back on the desk with like 2 huge stacks of papers. He's going to say, my friends, is going to stand up. Like, he seems extremely relieved to see you. And then like, you hear like, someone clears their voice in the corner. You see a guard. He's just sitting there and just like watching you. He's going like, gestures at like, takes another stack of paperwork, adds it to the maze. He's going to look at him like, man, it's just like going to glare at this guard with every ounce of malice in the world. Like, murderous intent is detected towards this guard. And like, the guy's going like, little smug grin, and then like, Bandon sits down. He's going to say, "How can I help you?" I'm like,
Is there a point to this labyrinthian library you're assembling.
I didn't think capturing a criminal like this required this much paperwork.
Catching a criminal doesn't. The Lady Mayor, being in a state of exhaustion and sickness and unable to do her job, means that I am the now top-ranking official of the city. Which means I have my job, her job, as well as the jobs of everyone that was injured in the incident, which was a shockingly large number of high-level officials.
Well, I do apologize for the inconvenience.
Venora's just you feel Venora just kind of shrink down a little bit as he says that, and he glares directly at her. Mm-hmm.
We have Venora, as you see.
Yes. So, I believe. So, are you here to collect the reward for her capture? Then
I see no other way to fulfill the law.
all right. He is going to write down, reach over for a blank piece of paper, write something out. He's going to stand up and navigate, quickly navigating through this pile of stuff. It's not a very hard maze. It's just it's clear his guard secretary has a sense of humor and wants to make sure he realizes his job is important. And he's going to come over. He's going to hand it over. He's going to say, "Turn this into the secretary. She'll make sure that you get your reward. I believe it is 1,000 gold pieces for her capture."
And what will become of her?
He's going to look at her and he's going to say, "If you'd like to, I'm happy to discuss that with you if you would like, but I cannot do so in front of the prisoner."
It's fine, I'll take her out.
I nod and release her from my grip.
I step into the room.
You haven't been in the room yet?
Well, I was just kind of on the edge, but now I come to
She's walking past, just
Alright, cool.
holding on to her for the moment. I'll be back.
Oh.
I'm actually gonna go with him just to make sure.
I have a girlfriend, mind you, okay?
She's going to look down and is going to you hear just a very muttered comment under her breath. "Probably a good idea. Skinny arm's going to keep you here if you wanted, if you tried."
Yeah, moving speed of 40.
So, yeah. The door closes behind you and is going to say, Bandit's going to turn to you and is going to say, reach in, go back to his desk, reach over and grab a file and is going to say, "Venora is guilty of many extreme crimes, including 13 confirmed high-profile assassinations, as well as some that are suspected but not confirmed. According to organization law, she is guilty of multiple capital crimes and would normally be pushed over the edge."
Normally, you say.
I personally am of the opinion that such capital punishments are wasteful.
Oh.
I am of the order of redemption. I believe that everyone should have a chance of redemption himself. And I've been given an opportunity to grant leniency through the help of our new friend, Mr. B, the ambassador. He said he has some business with her that he would like to discuss. Something that could put her unique knowledge and skills to use without allowing her to do more harm, and keep her safe and under lock and key. As part of he has requested those services by my request as part of the negotiations. A favor, you could say, to him in one of his own endeavors on paper, though it's more of just an opportunity to be able to give her one last chance.
I'm in favor of this decision.
In that case, we have the last thing that we needed for that. He's going to pull out paper out of it. It's "May I get your signature, please?"
How do I get over there?
I
navigate the maze.
All right, you get over there, you sign it, and Venora is now officially in guard custody. Well, not guard custody, in Bandit's custody.
Okay.
All right. So, is there anything else I can help you with today?
Mr. B!
Oh, what was that? It's like a bird.
I do not believe so.
Alright.
Well,
Oh.
where can we find Mr. B?
Yes, he's in the guest quarters in the mansion. I can provide an escort for you. He's going to, like... I can escort you there. It's like, the guard over is like... you hear loud clearing of his throat from the side. It's like going to say, I can have a guard escort you. Help you find your way. And before you leave, I'm going to just hold out his hand to you. Hold out his hand to you.
His large hands. He has large hands.
Gonna grip you and like say, thank you for all your assistance here. Should there ever be any way I can return your favor, you can count on me as an ally. Going to like turn to you also, Burning the Spurs, going to say, same goes to you, my friend. Should you ever need you always have a home here, so long as you can keep the more chaotic group under control.
He's talking about you.
No, he's not.
2 of the 5 members of the party are specifically in mind right now.
2 of the 5. I was counting Finn.
That was all right.
So let's be on the same level as a monkey.
You're the least problematic of those.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'll take my...
You're done. You take your leave. A guard is assigned to lead you to Mr. B's quarters.
I open up the door to say, Venora, you're not in our custody anymore. And I just kind of walk down the stairs. That's it.
Mm-hmm. She is going to like just watch you as you walk past, and then will walk in and join and go with Bandit now, I guess.
I'm gonna nod to her as she passes, just like it's like that's it.
All right. So, and with that, Venora is officially out of the session. We shall see if we ever meet her again, and if she causes more problems.
I'm just gonna slip her some snacks as I walk past her.
All right. As you do that, she's going to look at it and so like look at it like she just like she feels like you press it and like by instinct like she seems to like grab it like looks at it. It's like
It's like an egg. It's like a fried egg.
It would be like a bag of like mixed nuts.
Probably.
she's going to like she looks at it and then like looks up at you, Duber, and is like, for the first time since like she's been captured, like you see her give a slight smile, and then the door closes.
She always knows.
Well, actually, right before you see the door close, like you see her just like pull out one and just like toss it up, just like, hey. All right, door closes. All right. So you are led to Mr. B's office, and as soon as the guard knocks on the door, and as soon as you like literally the instant his fist makes contact with the door, like the door opens. Mr. B opens the door and like says, "Welcome, my friends. Please come in."
Impressive timing.
Thank you, my good sir. You may be on your way. He pats the guard on his back, like hands him a little coin, like immediately turns back. Like he's very fast paced in almost everything he does.
Man's got ADHD.
Not as bad as Sylph.
Matching Booger's face.
He's going to like. Mr. B looks very quite similar to the way you saw him first. Like he's not wearing the suit anymore, but like he still has the brass-colored vest and the cane with a dragon's head on it. He's going to like, as soon as you guys enter, he's going to give you a deep, extravagant bow with a flourish, and he's going to say, "Thank you, my friends, for seeing me this morning. You have no idea how much of a relief it is to be able to speak with you rather than the political officials of the city."
No comment.
Now, we have much to discuss. I imagine that you have questions.
Quite a few, but if you have something to start off, that'd be great.
Yeah, like what we're gonna do next.
Well,
Or if they even listen
you have recovered the sword, I trust?
I pull it out. I believe we showed you this before once, haven't we?
No, that was last.
Oh yeah, that's right.
just pulls his sword and take a few steps back.
Mr. B is going like very carefully walks forward and looks at it.
I kind of casually just rush to kind of hand it to him a little bit.
As soon as you do that, like he's going to take a full large step back. He's going to say, "I like your friends who prefer to avoid touching us."
Oh, there's a huge radius of all of us far away from you.
Okay, and I just put it away.
Yes, the last person to touch that blade, well, drove him quite mad.
Oh,
I believe that you met him.
really?
Yes. His name was Thomas. One of my close friends and best men. One of the best treasure hunters I ever met. You knew him as Old Man Jim.
Ah,
Even his name was forgotten by the people that he
He's a good man.
For the 5 minutes we knew him.
Oh, I spent the whole evening with him.
Oh. I literally sobbed. I'm not lying.
Well,
We all watched him die. Come on.
he's going to say, well, yes, it's quite unfortunate. But there's no time to dwell on the past. We must move forward. And forward, your path forward, I believe, is going to be quite an interesting one. Here, please take a seat. Would you like some tea? Holds up raises a hand and just little teapot floats up, and so a little tray rolls forward with cups on it.
What kinds of tea?
No. I'll be okay.
Good question.
I just have the simple mint tea, something to help wake you up. Nothing too special.
I'll take some.
Ah, yes. And of course, he gestures the mage hand, pours some. All my expenses are covered by the organization, so being able to stick to the big corporations is always a plus. And so Mr. B is going to sit down. He's going to say, and then as it does, all the flamboyance and extravagance is going to seem drain out of him since you get significantly more serious. Now, on to business.
Fine.
Duger,
Yes?
what do you know about gemstones and magic items?
Oh, and quite a bit. You can infuse gemstones with different types of magic and make magic items out of them and do lots of really cool stuff. Lots of exploding things.
Yes, many exploding things, and many things even more useful than exploding things.
That too, yes.
I, myself, am an artificer of some small skill. Not as much as I would wish. Honestly, your skills in some areas may very well surpass mine. What I do quite excel in is my acquisition of magic items to study. He gestures at himself and at his graying hair. He's like, I'm not a young man. I've had quite enough, but in my years, I have taken advantage of the time in order to collect trinkets to study. Your friend Sylph is one of my close associates. In fact, I have invited her to join us later today. She and I have some more business to attend to. But in recent years, I have ceased looking for some of the more mundane magic items, no matter how rare they may be, and instead have begun looking into a specific type of item, magic stones. On the he's going to reach over over a platter that's on the tea cart that he holds over. He's going to pull it off. And on it, there is the largest gemstone that you have ever seen. Super clear, super large. He's going to gesture at Duger. Would you like to take a look?
I would love to.
He pulls out from a bag, pulls out a set of tools to look at.
Don't do anything.
It's too big to steal.
We do a locking thing as if to lock Finn in his pocket dimension.
You notice that Finn is not currently in his pocket dimension. And is looking very hard at it. You stuff him in there and lock it in there. Alright.
I'm gonna take this Eula tools, just very close inspection, looking at it
It's 12 carat.
This thing is one of the largest pieces of zircon you have ever seen. Actually, the largest zircon you've ever seen. And it has the most perfect structure you have ever seen also. The crystalline structure is so perfect, you look at it and just imagining how long this thing can hold magic power. This would be the ultimate battery for a divination machine. And then you just start noticing a couple of flaws in it, which stand up in such contrast to the perfect structure that, like, you're blown away by it. You start following those flaws, and you notice that the flaws make a pattern and form into a magic circle made out of the literal crystalline structure of the gemstone.
Where did you get this?
I found it inside of the hoard of the late Emperor Goldwing.
You found?
A small part of it, not the whole thing.
How do you make something like this?
That is a question that I have been asking, one that I have yet to find the answer to. I don't know where this came from, I don't know who made it, or the processes done. But it was clear to me as soon as I found it, that this was one of the most powerful gemstones ever. I performed some experiments and discovered an interesting thing. When one comes in physical contact with a gemstone, one leaves their own field of vision. It can show them many things. But nothing I ever saw was truly intelligible. Until one day when I came back after a set of failed experiments, the gemstone appeared to be calling to me, I guess would be the correct way of saying it. As he says that, just like all of you said, like, feel like as you say that, some of you feel like a surge of something, like a very faint attraction to the gemstone in the back of your heads. Like, you're not sure how long it's been there, but as soon as Mr. D mentions it, like, you're suddenly aware that you grow to be aware that it is there. This was around the time that I believe you, Mr. Burning Whisper, first began having your dreams. He's going to, like, gesture to all of you and, like, say, like, all of you, if you will, please place your hands on the gemstone. Burning Whisper, you first.
Oh. Walk over there and slowly put my hand on it.
Alright, you lay your hand on it, and then everyone else on top of your hand, and then suddenly all of you, your vision goes, like, you suddenly can't see a thing. Actually, it's not just see, you can't sense anything. You don't feel, see, hear, nothing.
There's just one death as well.
Complete lack of sensation. Then, as you see it, you see an odd thing. You see a blip of light. This blip grows, and suddenly you are looking out in the Dragon Sea. You are looking out over a series of like a group of sky islands from bird's eye view. Looking down, you rise higher and higher, grow above it. At the same time, your vision seems to feel like it zooms in, gets higher detail. You can experience every single little detail. As you zoom in on animals, you start experiencing their sensations. This perspective grows outward more and more, covering, and yet at the same time closer and closer. You get more and more close feelings and intimate feelings of the creatures that you see, the intelligent things. You feel the movement of the sky islands. You see the entire Dragon Sea. It's too much for you to possibly comprehend, and as it feels like it's about to explode your minds. After just a moment of that, your focus suddenly narrows down to a single island. You see no other islands in sight or signs of life. Suddenly, the top of the island explodes. A pair of absolutely enormous red wings appear as fire, ash, and the biggest soot vent out of the top, quickly blotting out the sun. Out of the crater emerges the biggest dragon you have ever seen. Bigger than you have ever even heard of a dragon getting. Bigger than the largest ancient dragon recorded in history. So titanically enormous that you can barely take it in. The dragon roars. Your perspective zooms out. You see islands falling from the sky, ash blanketing the entire sea and beyond. You hear the screams of thousands of people, a single deafening voice, and every individual voice at the same time. And then, One by one, those screams are silenced. Suddenly, your vision splits, like it breaks down the center. One side, you see the dragon in destruction. On the other, you see the Dragon Sea as normal. Peaceful, the islands drifting through the sky in their chaotic, unpredictable patterns. Between the two, you see several shadowy individuals. You can't count exactly how many there are. The images are too indistinct, blurring together and separating randomly. Standing on a ship-like form. In their hands are glowing lights, the vague outlined impressions of items grasped in their hands. The flames on the side of destruction rush forward, and the shadowy figures rush forward to meet the two. The two collide, and cracks suddenly hit on your vision. It's shattering like a spider web across it. In the instant before it shatters, you see the faces of 4 of the figures: Yuger, Kiwaskivi, Burning Whisper, and Flynn. And suddenly you're back in your bodies. This was the first time that I was ever able to comprehend anything I saw in this gemstone. I have since seen it numerous times. I don't know exactly what it means. I don't know if it's literal, symbolic, or what. What I have come to determine is that the Dragon Sea is in some sort of danger. And when on complete chance, one of my contacts mentioned you to me, Flynn, I did some personal research looking into you. And I discovered that one of the individuals that I could see truly did exist. Some further research discovered the other 3 of you. I don't know why you 4 were visible while the others were hidden. I don't know if it means that you will survive what is to come, whether it means that you are going to lead up be the leaders of the others, you're going to be in the forefront of the action, or have some special role to play. But all I know is that you 4 are important. In my studies, I've come to the theory that this gem here was a sacred artifact used to see from the sight of the god of fate. Salzan sees all, and sees all the paths. He knows the fates of all to travel this world. And I believe that you 4 have a path set out in front of you. That your fates have been written to be able to have the potential to save this world. Or at the very least, the Dragon Sea. Do you have any questions at this point?
It's a lot of pressure to be putting on some strangers, not gonna lie here.
I suppose that is fair. Though to me, you no longer feel as if you are mighty strangers. I apologize, but I've done as much research as I possibly could on you before. I know what sort of people that you are. The good, the bad, the law-abiding citizen, the chaotic miscreant, every part of it that is within you. It is something that is necessary. The interesting thing about fate is that while a path is written, it does not need to be followed. But I believe that you 4 have been chosen because you are capable of walking the path that Salzan sees is capable of being followed to save us. Potentially the only ones capable of walking said path. Now, I don't have much I can offer you in way of assistance in terms of financial power, magical prowess, or ally, or great warriors. But I would still like to be your patron. What I can offer you are contacts. I have one of the largest networks of connections across the Dragon Sea and further in many places. he's going to reach over into his back, into like a pocket. He's going to hold out a small box and open it up, and you see within it 4 rings. Each one has like a picture of a brass dragon's head on it. I get those 2 mixed up a lot. That's fair. If you're willing to go beyond, to go and follow this path, I can tell you more. I can show you. I will grant you these. Any of my connections that sees this will offer you what assistance they can. And so, I strongly encourage you now, ask your questions. I have more to tell you. But if I can't trust you to do what is necessary, then I will have to go searching for the others. And I will have to reserve this information for you.
Are you sure that you only saw us? Like no one else?
You saw what I saw. Without variation.
English is not my native language. Manipulative is it to do that spell?
What?
To manipulate it, to make us see what. With your knowledge of gems.
To do something like this is incredibly difficult. This is obviously a priceless item. It would never go for sale. Whoever has it would keep it. There's no way that it would fall into someone's hands that would use it for evil.
You believe the god Salzan is behind this vision?
It is the only theory I can think of. This is beyond mortal magic.
I've never seen something like this. Even amongst the dwarves of Dwargar. This is impressive.
Fate is something Salzan takes seriously.
What if one of us just walks away?
Well, that is your choice. Fate is written by those that walk it. And so, should you walk away, perhaps that is part of the path that you must follow. Or perhaps we are all doomed. I will leave you to discuss. I understand that this is much to take in. Out of character.
I believe you discuss these.
We can discuss. I want to discuss. I think that's a good idea.
Duger's just amazed right now by that gemstone because it's it's not possible for any mortal or any sort of elf or anyone to make anything like that. It has to be something from the gods. It has to be something. I'm willing to do what it takes to fulfill my role. Obviously, there's a big difference.
I mean, I'm willing to help, but I'm not the biggest fan of Salzar, whatever you call it.
Salzan.
Yeah, that.
And why is that?
Well, not a big believer in the whole pre-written, predestined fate thing.
He is not entirely in that realm. As he said, fate is something which you write. There is a suggested course of action, one which Salzan helps people realize at times. But I can see your point.
I'm just saying. My past experience, haven't been the biggest, I guess you could say, fan of the gods. Doesn't mean I don't believe them or don't trust them, but it might take a little bit more time.
As a cleric, I can understand your sentiment.
But I mean, if teaming up, working together, doing this, keeps the Dragon Sea, or maybe the world safe, I'd like to do that, as we're kind of the people that live in it, and I have people that I'd like to find and people I care about here.
Might as well.
How can you just say that? Look, we're a bunch of just random people. How could you just say that? Huh? Some random pirate? Some
Sailor, not pirate. That's
some
a difference.
Smiths? Whatever? Me, just some kid? How can...
A kid with some extraordinary power.
Literally zero power.
I don't know, you're a pretty good dueler.
And you can wield a blade that no one else can. That's something special, obviously.
Seems to mark you as separate and different from the other.
Fate has a perspective that we don't.
Or marked for death.
Well, I won't deny that if you follow this path, it will be dangerous, and you clearly have seen your experiences with death.
Would you rather have a guaranteed experience with death and roll over and not do anything? Or would you rather try and do something about that and maybe come up on top? There's really only two ways to think about this. Because what's going to happen is going to happen. We've already seen people meddling and people trying to start wars, catastrophes.
The size of that dragon is no joke.
It is not. But obviously fate would not pit us against it because we will not be able to be confident.
Yeah, listen. Was.
Salzar, right?
Salzan.
Salzan. He is a lawful good, correct? He's a good god.
He is a neutral god in every sense of the word.
That makes sense.
Seems
Follower
for
of
me.
fates. I know him well.
He would not want the destruction of the world. That is something that I think all neutral gods would agree on. So, I think that this is something that we must at least consider.
Salzan believes in the cycle of things. Some things die so others may grow. A forest burns down so that new saplings can sprout. And then grow old. And the cycle continues.
I didn't feel from the vision he wanted the world to start.
No, it does not seem that way. If we are to stop this dragon.
I feel that it is necessary. I will do what I must.
I will
And
accept
Mr. B
your
is
ring.
going to walk in as right now. All right.
She's fixing the camera here.
All right. So, have you decided?
I will take a ring.
I'm just gonna reach in and grab a ring and put it on my finger. It barely fits. I have sausage fingers.
Yay, dwarves.
I will take one. I will have to modify this.
He's going.
I will not alter these insignia.
He reaches out his hand. He reaches out a hand and just like the ring grows over. It grows as he does so. It's
And shrink it into place. And like bites into the steel a little bit. There is padding.
I understand you have concern. I do too, Burning Whisper. But I mean, you've traveled with these guys before. Just gonna grab one of the rings and just. I mean, who says we have to die a second time?
Or
And if you do die again, it seems that I am helpful in preventing that from being any longer lasting.
Not the moment.
I'm afraid I don't think that's very helpful.
My apologies.
No one will die. It's not how this works.
if we make things work, we can change fate. Doesn't have to go
Hand
through
my hand out without saying anything.
placing it in his palm. Just grab my own.
I guess we're doing this then.
All right. Well. All right then. On to business. And now is where I think it would be a good time to end part 1 of the session.
Okay. Well, we shall return with part 2 after these breaks.
And so, with our valiant heroes have officially joined the main quest. Now, let us see where fate leads them, and what else is lying in store for our intrepid adventurers in part 2.
Our moderately enthusiastic adventurers.
Our adventurers?